Hey guys, and welcome to the Working Money channel. So guys, look at what we're seeing now. The pumps will first be gradually and then explosively from small to big. Okay, this coming from Stock Money Lizards here on Twitter. First, it starts with a rounding bottom with higher lows, which we have been seeing over the last little while for XRP in particular. Then we have higher highs, and that's the next stage. Then the first real leg up with a rejection, that is the LV2, as you guys can see here on the chart. I'm going to expand that in a second here. Then the next leg up with another rejection at LV3. So at some point, all the sell orders are gone, and then the same thing that liquidated masses of longs will happen again, just in the other direction. So stay tuned. The coming days, up to 2 weeks, could be strong for cryptocurrencies. Now, this is the total crypto market cap. As you guys can see, first leg up getting rejected at the L2. At least this is what Stock Money Lizards is projecting here. Then we make our way up to the L3. I'm going to get a short squeeze, then move up even higher. As you guys can see, XRP has already been forming this pattern. Now, we haven't been seeing this on the rest of the charts on altcoins in particular, but you guys can see over the last day and a half or so, XRP has started that move up. About a day and a half ago, we were only trading in around $2.43 per coin. And then all of a sudden, it popped, making a new localized high of about $2.83. So currently, one XRP down about to about $2.80, give or take, $2.79.5. But guys, this is what we are expected to see for not just XRP, but for the rest of the crypto market. So XRP did actually move up over 16.5%. Now it's up almost 15%, so 14.86. Some coins will move first, obviously. Others will move faster than others, and some will go higher than others. You guys can see the fear and greed index is now at 41, so slowly creeping up there. Bitcoin dominance holding at 59. That's the other thing that we got to make sure we're paying attention to, that Bitcoin dominance goes down. And when it hits a certain level and we see all that money flowing into altcoins, that is when we know the alt season is here, guys. Market cap and the volume not moving too much, although we are seeing some cryptocurrencies within the last 24 hours gaining some steam. Dogecoin's actually not doing too poorly. XLM's actually doing all right too. Some of these coins are doing really well, like Ohm Coin, Mantra, Ohm 22 on the top cryptocurrency market cap list. That is up 37% in the last 24 hours. But XRP, guys, overperforming the market average. Now, Michael Branch bringing this to our attention. Ripple whales have moved 430 million XRP as regulatory shift gains momentum. So we are seeing a regulatory shift in the markets. Large transactions of XRP have sparked discussions in the crypto community after blockchain tracking service Whale Alert reported the movement of about 430 million XRP. The transactions included a 300 million XRP transfer from Ripple to an unknown wallet, and another 90 million XRP moved between unidentified addresses. Additionally, 40.8 million XRP were transferred from CoinCheck to an unknown destination, raising questions about market liquidity and investor sentiment. Well, I have to say, the investor sentiment on XRP right now, I think, is just improving as we're seeing more developments, not just in the crypto space, but with regards to XRP in particular. There have been some new developments that I wanted to bring up today. Alessio Maloney posted this breaking news: XRP ETF approval now has a 70% chance. So if you guys were wondering why XRP had been going up over the last day and a half, it's because we got some positive news for the XRP ETF approval, the Grayscale approval in particular. I wanted to play you this clip from CoinDesk. Listen to this.
You know, I was reading an opinion from an analyst this morning. They said XRP is the least likely ETF to be approved because of prior litigation, although the tides are changing when it comes to the administration in the United States. Which one of the ETFs that I mentioned at the top of this show do you think is the most likely, and which one do you think is the least?
See, on this space, I defer to my colleague, James Seyfarth at Bloomberg, who lives and breathes this space. So I will go by his predictions because he's way better informed than this than I am. And, he's putting a 90%, he moved the market, a 90% chance of approval of the Litecoin ETF as the first one. And then 70% on Doge and XRP. So, I would just quote him on that because he may have skin in the game. I don't have skin in that game. So those numbers look good. I actually think it's both, to me, surprisingly bullish here, 90%. But at the same time, this administration, to your point, has been so crypto friendly that maybe it's not bullish enough. So I think the regulatory change has been so dramatic so quickly, we're still making sense of what that means in terms of these products coming to market.
So XRP ETF has a 70% chance of approval. This amidst a new regulatory environment. Of course, Trump Media has authorized to acquire cryptocurrency assets as well. So this is a big deal too, guys. On February the 14th, Trump Media announced that its board has authorized the purchase of cryptocurrency assets, marking a significant development for the crypto market. This announcement was made at 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time and immediately led to a surge in trading activity across various cryptocurrency exchanges. So that's probably also why we have seen a bit of a spike for crypto. Bitcoin experienced 5.2% increase. Other cryptocurrencies also saw a rise. Let me just go down here. The trading implications of Trump Media's announcement are profound, as it signals a potential shift in corporate investment strategies towards cryptocurrencies. The immediate reaction in the market was a clear indicator of heightened investor interest and confidence in the crypto space. Specifically, the BTC to USD trading pair saw a volume increase of about 130%, with prices reaching 57,000. I think that's a typo on Binance. Similarly, the Ethereum to USD trading pair experienced a 110% volume surge. Prices of that were upwards of about $32.50. So now we're seeing volume increase too. This suggests a more liquid market, facilitating easier trading and potentially attracting more institutional investors. And guys, that is what we're going to see with these institutional products like the ETFs. The impact of this announcement extended to other trading pairs like XRP to USD and LTC to USD, seeing volume increases of 70 and 60% respectively by 2:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So, Trump even just making this announcement is super bullish too, on top of which we're getting states like West Virginia introducing Bitcoin legislation. This courtesy of Marty Party. West Virginia became the 23rd state to introduce legislation to create a Bitcoin reserve fund. If passed, the bill would allow the state treasurer to stake or loan the state's digital asset holdings. And as you guys can see here, this is the bill, Senate Bill 465, a bill to amend the Code of West Virginia 1931 as amended by adding a new article designated, and then it gives you guys those numbers there, relating to investments by the state, providing a short title, providing definitions, clarifying investment opportunities for the Board of Treasury and State Retirement Fund, and establishing rules. And this is what's going to usher in Bitcoin investing for this particular state. So this is not the first state to do that. We're seeing more and more of the United States of America uniting in their endeavors to collect more Bitcoin for these types of financial funds. So great news there for the state of West Virginia. Also, great news for Americans in general, considering Trump Media now authorized to acquire cryptocurrency assets. This is just proving to be more and more bullish. And as we continue to step forward in North America and in the United States particularly, other countries are, although they've been doing this for years now, it seems like years. It's probably only a few years, maybe 5 or so. But this will benefit other countries and their economies too, because now trade is going to become more seamless globally. Al Rayyan Bank, guys, based in Qatar, has tapped financial software provider Finastra to enhance its Islamic financial services. This one courtesy of Michael Branch here. Finastra is in fact a Ripple partner, and this is interesting considering it has to do with their Islamic financial services specifically, considering XRP is a Sharia-compliant coin. So this bank will implement Finastra's Essence, the next-generation core banking solution, to streamline operations and offer Sharia-compliant products and improve functionality to its customers in Qatar. The Finastra Essence program is claimed to integrate advanced technologies with deep functionality to boost enterprise agility, cost-cutting, and enhance operational efficiency. The tech company noted that the software platform's open microservices architecture allows for quick deployment of products and services catering to both conventional banks and the unique requirements of Islamic financial institutions. So for those of you guys who might not remember, the Sharia Review Board has listed Ripple here. This was from several years ago, and XRP is Sharia compliant. Down here in the conclusion of the report, it says the XRP ledger is an open source blockchain on which the XRP coin runs. The ledger is a permissionless peer-to-peer network that uses XRP for their operations, and XRP is the native token and is intended to act as a bridge between these currencies. As you guys can see, nothing has come to our attention that causes us to believe that XRP, the XRP token, is in breach of Sharia principles and rulings as adopted by scholars conducting this research. So important for Islamic banks to realize that. And considering Finastra is partnered with Ripple, it does make sense that they would move forward with Al Rayyan Bank, improving their architecture for development in this Islamic banking structure. So there you guys have it, another Ripple partner here moving forward to improve Al Rayyan Bank's technology. So I wanted to thank Michael for that. Wrath of Kahneman, guys, also noticing something very interesting. Apparently, Ripple has changed the look of their website. I went to ripple.com and I didn't actually notice the change here. This just looks like the old website. I don't know if I'm missing something here, but apparently they have revamped their look. Whoops, not there. Let's go back over here. So the most interesting part, though, of the redesign, says the Wrath of Kahneman, again, if I'm missing something here, this looks like the same website to me. Nevertheless, apparently they have changed a few things on their website. CBDCs are gone completely. Are they getting out or just laying low given US PR? So that's really interesting because Ripple was really pushing CBDCs when they were doing those pilot projects with, well, not the United States, but other countries around the world. There are no new customers listed. Investments are now listed, though, and dev documents are more visible. So those are the things that are glaringly apparent, at least to the Wrath of Kahneman. There's a short video here that Ripple did put out, just putting the splash screen up there. Let's see what else they have here. Transforming the way the world moves money with an evolving, I missed that, but pretty much just a graphic logo, bringing value. You know what I think it is? I think a lot of the focus now, Ripple has been trying to move away from cross-border payments and cross-border payments only for a very long time, and now it's all about the Internet of Value, moving the world of value on the XRP ledger. This is, I think, the next phase in this process. Wrath of Kahneman also commenting, also the notable redesign was announced at least on X. That's a good idea. I don't know what that's referring to specifically. Andrew's down here saying, someone working with CBDC stated when Ripple announced their stablecoin that a company couldn't offer both because that's a conflict of interest. Okay, I did not know that. So maybe they're removing the idea of the stablecoin because they have the RLUSD now fully launched. So I don't know, some speculation there. If you guys have more insight on that, please do put it down in the comments section. But wanted to thank Wrath of Kahneman for posting that. We've been hearing more news about Ripple partner MoonPay too. Bank XRP, guys, bringing us this clip. This is Ivan, the CEO of MoonPay, and the need for clear regulations. Again, talking about the regulatory clarity in the United States. Listen to this.
I'm Ivan Soto-Wright. I'm the co-founder and CEO of MoonPay. We want to make it easy for anyone to access the crypto economy. So that means bridging the old traditional finance world with this new world inside of crypto. We make 25 million customers around the world happy to transact and come into the ecosystem. When you try to use crypto, in the very beginning, it was very technical. We're trying to remove all that friction, so using crypto is easier than using your bank account today. So the biggest challenge our whole industry has been facing is regulation. We haven't had a clear roadmap around how to classify these different assets. Are they securities? Are they commodities? Are they something else? And I think the whole industry has been looking for clarity. I feel like we're finally getting there. I also think that the new administration seems to be very crypto friendly. How do we tax these particular assets? All these issues need to be resolved. We want stablecoins to be adopted globally for payments. How do we make that happen? Regulation looks like it's moving in the right direction. I think in 5 years, the most important thing will happen is just user experience is really going to improve. We really believe that the cryptocurrency wallet can replace your bank account. It needs to bring in the functionality from the traditional finance world, and so MoonPay is trying to bridge that gap. But I believe that people will use crypto wallets first as their primary account over actually bank accounts. That will probably take over 10 years. So we're on that path. It'll be slowly, gradually, then suddenly.
So that's really interesting, the idea that we're not even going to be using our checking accounts, let's say at the bank. We're going to be using our crypto accounts first, and then our bank accounts second. And bank accounts are still going to have a spot in this world, but probably more for savings and other bank-related products or services, mortgages, or perhaps long-term investments, something like that. Anyway, interesting insight here from somebody who's the CEO of MoonPay, a company that is already partnered with Ripple and obviously has some good insight there on the future for payments. So wanted to thank Bank XRP for that. Guys, I'm sure you saw these photos plastered all over Twitter X. XRP Drops posting this one in particular, a bit of a collage here with Ripple and White House officials, just kind of, it's from various different days. I know some of these photos were from last month. There's Brad Garlinghouse with JD Vance down there. I'll link this in the description if you guys want to take a look at that further. Eleanor Turret here, though, mentioning that with crypto policy now a priority in Washington, She's been asking policy folks this week, are there too many cooks in the kitchen? With the SEC Crypto Task Force, CFTC pilot program, and the Presidential Working Group, and a bicameral working group for digital assets in Congress, it seemed a fair question. The overwhelming response. So surprisingly, there's a lot of coordination happening. These groups are actually talking and working with each other. I learned that David Sachs' associate, Bo Hines, recently met with the head of the SEC Crypto Task Force, Hester Peirce, and acting CFTC chair, Caroline Pham. He also met with industry reps from the Blockchain Association and the Digital Chamber, who are providing input and holding meetings with the Crypto Task Force on everything from regulation to staking within ETFs. So that's interesting to see some of these traditional crypto concepts morphing into a more traditional financial infrastructure. Some of those members will attend a CEO forum at the CFTC to discuss tokenized assets and how stablecoins can act as a form of collateral in futures markets. Meanwhile, some former agency staffers have moved over to congressional roles and vice versa. According to French Hill and Brian Steele, House members of the bicameral working group, just gotta align us there, for digital assets, and working in lockstep with their Senate counterparts and the Presidential Working Group on crafting legislation. So yeah, there are a lot of cooks in the kitchen, but not enough to spoil the sauce, as Eleanor Turret does post here. Now, Lauren Believe also mentioning that her and Brad Garlinghouse did make it to Washington. So this trip comes as a pivotal moment for the digital asset industry. It's with pro-crypto Congress and a growing bipartisan momentum. There is an unprecedented opportunity to advance meaningful legislation that establishes clear long-term regulatory frameworks for the industry. Many thanks to the members of Congress and administration officials for taking the time to meet with the team at Ripple. Bill Huzanga also did post on Twitter, glad to be a part of these important conversations, both now and over the years. And thanks to you and your team's engagement over the years, Brad Garlinghouse, we are within striking distance. I think that's a bold statement, considering he's plastering it out for the public to see. Guys, that means we're very, very close. So for anyone who is asking what this means, the SEC has acknowledged Grayscale's NYSE 19B-4 application to convert the XRP trust into an ETF. And this is why we were seeing the price of XRP pumping over the last day and a half. So it doesn't mean automatic approval. It doesn't even guarantee the SEC will approve it down the line. But as I showed you guys from that earlier clip, the fact that, where was it there? Which clip was it? It was the clip. Yeah, it was this one here where they were talking about the 70% chance of approval. We would never have gotten this with Gary Gensler at the helm. And that's what Eleanor Turret points out here, because it means the SEC is being more open-minded and not flat out refusing to consider these products. Recall exchanges pulled the Solana applications in December when Gary Gensler signaled it would not engage, or he would not engage with them. To be sure, there's still a whole process to go through with all of these new crypto ETF filings, so we still don't know for sure. This is why it's not 100% a fait accompli, at least not yet. But Max Avery here giving us the breakdown. So the NYSE ARCA has officially proposed a rule to change the Grayscale XRP Trust for a spot ETF. The filing would let Grayscale's XRP Trust trade on the NYSE ARCA, one of the biggest U.S. exchanges. So think about that for a second, the biggest U.S. exchange, or one of them, and the demand going into a brand new asset class. The trust currently manages $16.1 billion in XRP assets and provides U.S. investors exposure to XRP without directly holding the asset. Converting an ETF would open this up to many more investors. The trust will use a pricing mechanism through CoinDesk's index, which aggregates data from major exchanges like Coinbase, Kraken, Bitstamp, and that would prevent manipulation. The XRP would be held in cold storage on Coinbase in a custody trust, the company with multiple layers of security with private keys stored in geographically distributed secure vaults. Creation and redemption process that will be cash-based. Authorized participants will use cash rather than directly handling XRP. This adds an extra layer of regulatory compliance. The trust will provide intraday indicative value, or IIV, updates every 15 seconds during trading hours, so that's interesting. NYSE ARCA will actively monitor trading and can halt it if there are any interruptions or data issues. The SEC has 45 days, though, to make this initial decision. So guys, 45 days from today, with possible extensions of up to 90 days. So the clock is starting to tick. All trades will be subject to surveillance by both NYSE and FINRA to detect potential manipulation. So basically everything that is, generally secure and regulated in traditional markets. Trading hours are 4 a.m. to 8 p.m. That would be Eastern Standard Time, giving investors extended access to the market. The trust will use Delaware Trust Company as a trustee and BNY Mellon, which, by the way, is another Ripple partner, as the transfer agent, bridging institutional grade infrastructure to XRP investing. Key investor protections. Okay, the NAV will be calculated daily and shared with market participants. The minimum basket size for creation and redemption will be 10,000 shares, helping maintain efficient trading markets. As of September 24, each share represents approximately $19.9659. 19.9659 XRP, making it accessible to retail investors. The trust will not actively manage the XRP. It's designed to track the price minus fees and expenses. And Grayscale Investment Sponsors, okay, LLC, will serve as the sponsor with current fee rates of about 2.5%. So giving us pretty much all the details here, making it very retail friendly, but in an institutional space, guys, where we're going to see more onboarding, more money coming in, and more popularity. And I say that in terms of, crypto is still, even though we see it as part of our lives, at least I do, traditional finance is now going to be trading XRP. You don't know how many times I've talked to people who do invest money and have no idea what cryptocurrency is about. Not only that, they think a lot of it is scammy. So here we are now. Entertain us. If you know what that reference is from. Donald Trump Jr. now following Ripple 2 on Twitter. Yeah, you can't make that up. So I think this is starting to look very, very positive. Put it down in the comments if you believe the same. But that's just my opinion. And if you guys are interested in what I'm doing this bull run, I think it's time for another live Q&A pretty soon. You can follow me at patreon.com/workingmoneychannel. I've already posted 6 out of 8 posts for my cash out strategy, trying to keep it as simple as possible. But we got to look at many different indicators to pinpoint the top of the market. As the months go on, guys, we're getting closer to that top. So if you want to see what I'm doing this bull run, patreon.com/workingmoneychannel for my trading journey. And subscribe to this channel if you haven't already. Like the video if you like the content I'm providing. I always love hearing your comments. See you in the next one, guys.